What's up, TIW Mafia? This is JP. We're here with Joe. I'm going to start it over again in a second because we're going live as well. We got multiple things going on here, so bear with me just a moment. There's Big Joe. I'm right here. I'm vaccinated. I can take my thing down. TIW Mafia, look at this. This is the studio.
We're live.
I don't know who's here, but we are live in studio, Cloverleaf Studios, QATV, Quincy, Massachusetts, the Irish Whip Podcast. And this is our first in studio, so you're going to have us testing some stuff out. Joe holding up
we are.
Anthony Strong. Made that for us. I got to get his company name. That's custom made. It's all hand cut, hand painted, a little dirty. I'm going to give it a paint
Well, you
job.
shouldn't use it as a coaster.
Yeah, no, really shouldn't. But that's incredible. We will have the banner up in here at some point. Joe, what is going on?
This is amazing. It's a new level for the Irish Whip. It's taking a step up. We're up in our game. We told everybody last year, a few weeks ago, that big things are coming in the new year. We didn't really mean Omicron, but you know what? We're here. We're in studio. We're going to be able to take calls eventually. We're working on a lot more things. We're going to have video. We're going to eventually have in-studio guests.
For those wondering, like the sound you're hearing live right now is not the studio sound. That's off of my laptop. Just not even the microphone set up to it. The mics you see set up here are recording. That's going to go into post-production. That'll get put out in the next day or so. Today is Tuesday, the 4th. It'll probably be out tomorrow, in all honesty, up on Spreaker, iTunes, and everywhere else, including QATV.org, which will be the only wrestling podcast on there.
That's very good. And like we have, I'm not going to say we have a lot of things coming up in the future, but we have a lot of things coming up in the future.
What we'll be able to do is eventually we'll be able to show videos, because the laptop will be hooked into this in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, it will.
We need a couple of cables and things like that, and the knowledge. But
it's weird looking at you instead of looking at the camera, at the computer screen. You know,
me and Joe haven't done this together in ever.
Once when we did the Steve Blackman interview at the very beginning.
Laurie, thank you so much, and hello, Laurie. I know you got Bobby D there with you. What's up,
Laurie?
Bobby? Yeah, this is and this will be the norm. I mean, there'll be probably weeks we still do it from home, depending on how.
There's a snowstorm. You're not getting me out with my dog. You know.
Right.
There he is. He's in studio with us. Tin up. Tin, say hi. Say hi to all the guys.
I'm not a good cameraman.
Tin, say hi to all the guys and girls.
That's Joe's horse.
That's Tin. He's my service dog for helps me with brace and mobility. I have a spinal condition, and he helps me.
He's lazy and doesn't like to get up on his own.
Well,
dude, so let me tell you, I watched wrestling this week.
Hey, first time in a while.
I watched a lot of Beyond.
Let me put him down real quick.
Yeah.
Back down.
Beyond does their 3-day restival.
Yeah, WrestleFest.
They call it Restival, like a carnival, but it's wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's New Year's Eve. It ends with Heavy Lies the Crown, which is one of their big shows at midnight on New Year's Eve. And man, I was watching that, and they have this non-binary wrestler.
Yeah.
Max the Impaler, and I'm gonna say born female.
Okay.
So you understand, but they them is the pronouns, and I'm gonna use those because whatever.
I have no problem with any of that.
No, me neither. And you want to be called whatever you want to be called. I like to be called JP. Nice to meet you.
I'll tell you something off the air. That's it's not it's not mine to pass along, but I can. Not mine to pass along to the masses, but I can tell you.
Let me know you're transgender.
Close.
Okay. But no, so now Max the Impaler at ROH Final Battle attacked Malone, from what I understand.
Oh.
And that was ROH's last show for the foreseeable future, hopefully only until March.
Yeah.
Max the Impaler was on this show. Brian came out. Brian is one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I texted Brian today, like, what did Max really do to you in real life? Because he had a chair, he comes up, hits Max from behind, back of the head, typical wrestling chair shot.
Yeah.
And then He swung for the fences to the side
To the side
of her,
Oh.
of
their head.
of their head. Sorry, I'm new to this. I'm an old guy, but I want to be respectful. I don't want to seem disrespectful and say the wrong pronoun. But to their head, I mean, their arm went up.
Yeah.
I don't know how they didn't break their wrist.
Oh.
Brian would have hit it out of Fenway.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Well, and those of you who don't know, Brian's not a small kid.
No, Brian's bigger than he's ever been, and better than he's ever been.
Yeah.
And like Brian's not a good big wrestler. Brian's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
Period. And that drives him nuts when people say that. I'm a big guy. Like, don't tell me I'm a good podcaster for a big guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tell me I'm a great podcaster. Tell Joe he's a good podcaster.
You'd be better if you were a little person.
Right. So, but he swung. Man, it was crazy. And I don't think I've ever seen a chair swung that hard. He hasn't replied to me yet. Maybe we'll get an answer from him. Maybe we'll get him in studio.
That would be great to get him in studio. Have him in here. Would have to use the TV studio though, because he's a big dude.
Yeah. This isn't a huge area.
This would be equivalent to a walk-in closet, or
I just want y'all like the equipment in here.
state of the art equipment.
You know, I have a good mic. You have a good mic. These are better, way better.
I've always done the show off of my laptop mic because I have, like I said to JP before, and he knows this. I have so much equipment that I don't know how to use.
So, Laurie says hi, Tin. But yeah, so
Tin says bark.
We, you know, that drives me nuts.
I know.
But then I watched on day one,
Okay.
which was the WWE's January 1st pay-per-view.
I was going to ask what it was.
Awesome. Top to bottom, great show.
I heard
New champ.
I read some of the rags about it. Some of the stuff, there's some heat coming out of it.
As far as what?
My memory doesn't bode well for me right now, but it was some stuff coming out about Lesnar winning.
Oh, people are loving that.
Yeah, I'm still not.
He's a baby face. He's the biggest. Oh, look at that! I got both of us in
There we
camera.
go. Let's keep it right there.
So, yeah, he's the biggest baby face in the company right now, and he's doing great at it.
Yeah.
I just have to, you guys are going to see me turn around. You're going to see the back of my head a little bit. I just have to keep an eye on this stuff and make sure that we're recording, and I'll probably hit some buttons just to look important.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. We're gonna be next thing you know, we're gonna be launching missiles in China.
Isn't that how War Games started?
That is.
But yeah, so it was really good top to bottom. And yeah, I mean, Brock, spoiler alert here, guys, cover your ears. Brock Lesnar won the title. But as a babyface, and he's out there taking pictures with fans with a belt. He was out at bars taking
That's
pictures.
so against the Brock Lesnar.
He was out taking pictures with like first responders and stuff like that at the bar
That
with
I
the belt.
respect.
Fans, you know.
But as you know, I've never been a Lesnar fan.
You're right, but he's good at this. Like
Yeah.
the way he did the subtle stuff to turn babyface, he turned really quickly. You know, the spear, like, and it wasn't all subtle, obviously, like going after Paul Heyman and stuff. Not subtle.
Well, who in the wrestling business these days, who hasn't gone after Paul Heyman?
In real life or in wrestling?
Exactly.
It was just really good top to bottom. Beth Phoenix came out.
Okay.
So Edge was wrestling with Miz. And who's his wife? Maurice,
yeah.
She kept getting involved, so then all of a sudden Beth Phoenix comes out at the top of the ramp.
So we're gonna have a mixed
And
tag.
comes down and chases her away. It looks that way. Let's hope.
That's
Mickey
gonna
James.
be a good bath.
Mickey James called her out. Called out Beth Phoenix.
Ooh.
So on socials.
Now, what I remember of Mickey James back in the day, I haven't seen her in action in a while, but she was a solid worker back in the day. That I remember.
Blackheart says, "Congrats on the guys on the new studio. Thank you, Blackheart. You're welcome in here.
Yeah, man, we gotta get you in here.
Yes, he said he can't wait to swing by. It's not too far from your neighborhood.
It's walking distance from this train.
It is. I wasn't going to walk, though. I was going to make you pick me up.
Well, I mean, I'm coming this way anyway. I'm not going to... What am I going to, like, get here and have you walk a half a block when I'm right there?
I understand. So, yeah, it's... Blackout, man, we got to get you in. I talked to Leo Connors, who does the Ring and All Other Sports up in New Hampshire's Access Television. And he won't come down, I don't think, but he was going to be on last week, and then we canceled just because some stuff last week wasn't working out right.
Yep.
And he messaged me. He's like, I'm available any Thursday. I said, Leo, we're running on Tuesdays now, but I want to get a second to get used to the equipment. So I think next week we'll have the laptop set up. I want to test it out, not necessarily have a guest on, but connect someone else.
Yeah, I'll bring mine.
Maybe connect the wheel. I think, you know
the
what?
wheel can get connected.
So, guys, listen, I'm going to put a tweet out this week, and you're going to have to retweet it. And this is going to be for a chance to win. I'll be honest with you guys. Normally when we pick out figures, I look for the least expensive figures. I'll look for an Elite that's, not $30. I think out of my personal collection, and we kind of already announced this anyway, I think next week, whoever wins will get the choice of either Undertaker is Kane ringside exclusive figure or Edge with the Edgeheads ringside exclusive figure. Both. I think the Undertaker with Kane has a better value. I think that's worth about $50 or so. And the Edge, I think, is about $35. So these aren't the cheap figures. These are real nice figures. They're all both mint in box, unopened.
Nice figures, and also with...
And you can never buy these in Target or anywhere like that.
But they're nice figures, and they're both with some of the more popular wrestlers for the last 20 years.
And what we'll do is I'll set up the wheel this week, and it'll be for one or the other. And I think the next week we'll give away the other one. So whoever wins next week gets their choice.
Yeah. And then we'll just start collecting more stuff.
And we got some other cool stuff. My buddy Mike, who helps set up some of the wrestling shows. All right, everyone. I want to talk to you guys for a moment about a website that we're working with now as one of our sponsors. And it's there to help. So if you guys have something that's preventing you from achieving your goals, or if there's something interfering with your happiness, I want you guys to check out betterhelp.com/listener. betterhelp.com/listener. Guys, like seeing a counselor, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable if you're sitting in the waiting room or just on an uncomfortable couch in there, in front of the counselor. This is done online. It's done securely. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online. You can send a message to your counselor at any time. You get timely responses and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, and you don't have to do it sitting in any uncomfortable waiting room. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available if needed. The service is available for clients worldwide. Find the particular expertise you need online. Don't limit yourself to the counselors located near you. Licensed professional counselors who specialize in, and I'll give a few examples here, guys, depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, if you're having trouble sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief and self-esteem. Anything you share is confidential. It's convenient, it's professional, it's affordable. You can check out the testimonials on their website. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. If you want to start having a happier life today, as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/listener. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. And again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/listener. Include that /listener because that's how you get that 10% off, guys. And this is something like we just hold very near and dear. Mental health is so important these days. If you need help, guys, this is the perfect place to go. It's convenient. It's confidential. It secure. So please get the help needed if you do. Again, this is not a crisis line. This is not a hotline. It's not self-help. You're actually getting it to talk to a counselor. He helped us in Quincy a few times towards the end, and he helps. He's helped with New England All-Star Wrestling a couple of times. He's going to come in studio. He does he's a baseball card collector.
All right.
And he does a lot of that stuff, and he's going to come in, talk wrestling, talk baseball cards.
There you go.
He does some cool stuff online with the baseball cards, so we can't really talk a whole lot about that, but because of this, we do have some studio restrictions. We're not going to say, you're not going to hear us selling anything here.
Yeah.
Post production, you will hear whatever you hear, but on here, it's going to be just us.
You'll never hear JP or I saying, "Hey, go out and buy this."
Right.
Or even to an event, if we're saying, "Hey, this wrestling company is going over there," we will never say, "Go buy tickets." We'll tell you to go to their website for more info. But we're not going to tell you to buy tickets. Bobby D's in the chat room right now.
What's going on, Bobby? How are you? Bobby, this is the new studio, buddy. We're not going to keep pointing this out for everybody.
No, but we
But I know some of you guys are a big part of this, and
we should get Bobby D in here.
that could happen. Bobby's not too far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it, guys. This is how it's going to be, and I'm excited to hear how this sounds post.
Yeah.
And it's cool. Everything is set up perfectly for us. QATV is a great place. They just sat with us for 45 minutes or so answering questions and getting us stuff that we needed to get started. So,
and we're going slow with this now. We get it going. We're learning the basics. We have it going. Well, we know the basics. We get it going. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to get bigger and better from here on out.
yes.
We're going to have more, our video quality will get a lot better than just off the laptop. We're going to have a lot more availability. We're going to be able to take calls. You guys are going to be able to call into us and on a secure line where it's going to be direct to us, and you're going to be able to go right on the line. You're going to be live on air with the Irish Whip.
We're going to be able to hang up on you.
That's going to be the fun part. I can't wait to hang up on people. You know
That's
what?
an
I'm going to hang up on Bobby D.
So,
just for fun.
some of the stuff we're doing, Barry Horowitz, I think is going to be back on at some point in the near future. Barry's a good friend, and so we thought.
I'm waiting to hear back from Bushwhacker Luke.
Yeah, and someone else. I won't say who we're working on unless it's confirmed, but there's a couple. There's a big one. There's a big one. My childhood is going to be possibly on the show with us. One of the ones I went to the Boston Garden for.
I remember you telling me about
and
that.
seeing the main, I don't know if it was the main event or not, but
he was either the main event or just on the undercard.
Yeah, and what was the match that you talked about at the end.
Oh, so, if it was him versus the other guy, you know what I'm talking about? Those two?
Yeah, that's
at
what
that
it
time
was.
frame? Yeah, that was headline.
That's
that
what
was
it
main
was.
Event. Oh yeah.
And that's we're waiting to hear back from a promoter who is going to reach out for us because he's going to have him at a show in Rhode Island coming up.
Well, with that, we'll be able to take some of the studio stuff on the road.
Yes.
So that's going to be another thing too. We'll be able to go, and we're going to be live at whatever show, and we'll record stuff from there. Or we'll do on the spot interviews and things like that. It's going to be a lot different.
Yeah. So we might see you, and we might have a big old camera in our hand. So Blackheart, when we finally step to each other, it might get recorded.
Ooh. See that number 8?
How do we feel about Tori Storm? Did you hear about Tori Storm quitting WWE? She just kind of left and went home on her own dime. She
mental
flew
health
home.
things or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was she quit sort of like Jeff Hardy.
Kind of like what's this football player that just quit?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Somebody posted Antonio Brown rage quitting in the middle of a game as the equivalent of quitting when you lose in Madden. They said it was a tribute to John Madden.
But now I'm hearing things about him. He's got CTE and things like that
Yeah,
too. So
Chris Nowinski, to tie it into wrestling, just issued a statement on it today, I think, saying that, just basically saying Antonio, help is here.
yeah,
So, Antonio Brown, you don't listen to this podcast, I don't think. If you do,
kind of cool if you did.
yeah. But reach out to Chris Nowinski. Reach out to the Sports Legacy Institute. They'll be able to help you, man.
They'll be able to. Much like we talk about.
You were a great football player, but you're your own worst enemy. But you can be your own best friend too.
And I know from that, right from the get go, I know all about that mental issues, and you do as well.
Oh yeah.
And much like we always tell you guys, if you need to reach out to us for one thing or another, we're always here. And we may not have the answers for you, but we'll get them.
Right, or we'll listen and
we'll listen, or we'll
the
help.
first thing I might say is, seek counseling. But if you want to talk right now, feel free, and I'll listen to you.
Yep.
But get counseling. I'm not a pro.
Yep.
I've just been through some stuff. Joe's been through some stuff.
Absolutely.
Depression is a
long
road,
and it's a horrible one.
Big Joe, you can't see him in the podcast too far over. Joe's just invisible. He's like the invisible man with his glasses and his
that
mask.
saying, a black heart? You see this number 8? That's how many listeners they get.
Oh, man. Yeah, but Toni Storm quitting the WWE. I don't know what the cause of that was.
She had a big match the night before, too, right?
Yeah,
with Charlotte Flair.
So I don't know what the cause of that was, and I just hope that these people are able to find happiness.
Or even if they can't find happiness, find solitude into where they're at.
Right.
Find that happy medium between the demons.
So I don't know. I think she was still under an NXT contract, and they don't get a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
On NXT, like what they make is sort of. What they make is like a below average annual pay.
Enough to live on, but not when you're driving.
So down in Florida, it's probably plenty.
Yeah.
Honestly, up in the Northeast, it's below average.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're living the lavish life, and not only that, but like even if they are, that's not everything.
They're still. They may not be getting a hot dog and a handshake. They might be getting a Coke as well, but.
I made a lot of money in the 90s with what I was doing career-wise then. I wasn't happy. I don't make a whole lot of money now career-wise, but I'm happier actually. So
so you got to find that happy medium. You got to live between the lines in a sense.
He said that's better. As far as seeing you.
Yeah.
Y'all don't really want to see Joe anyway.
I'm ugly.
It's a miracle seeing Joe without magnets behind him.
I know, right? I should bring the fridge door in next time.
I'm gonna.
Even just bring some and put them up here just for the heck of it.
But yeah, this place is the banner will go up. We'll have. I have my camera. Like I didn't bother setting my camera up. Just figured just use this for now.
Yeah.
And this will all get plugged into the board in the next week or two, if not next week, the week after. And it's just, guys, we're gonna have a blast.
It's gonna be a lot of fun coming up.
You'll be able to, like, the live listeners who don't normally hear the intro will hear the intro. It's gonna be a lot. It's just gonna get more professional as the weeks go, until we hit the top, until we're there, and then people can't deny us.
Yeah, we're pretty. I don't want to say we're pretty close to the top, but we're pretty well on our way.
Right.
It's a long road, and we have some people that have been sticking with us, like Wrestling News Source with Ben, and and then like we've spoken about other people.
They had some stuff go on this week, like news-wise wrestling. They had some guy reached out to another promoter who he didn't like, who the promoter used to make their intro music, and said, if you don't stop using the intro music, I'm going to write a report for the website that I write for, enlistedwrestlingnewssource.com.
Oh, wow, yeah.
No one's ever heard of them.
I saw that.
So, like, if you guys see reports like that, just know that's not how WrestlingNewsSource.com operates.
No.
Ben's never operated like that, and to that guy, It says on, like, I was going to go in on him, but then when you look at his profile, it said disabled. So you don't know what type of disability he has. So I didn't do anything. I took the high road, which isn't always like me, as we know.
Ever.
But I don't want to make fun of a disabled person either, except for
You
Joe.
make fun of me all the time.
I said except for Joe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like if you see reports like that, if you have questions on something that you heard about WrestlingNewsSource.com, one, you can go right to Ben.
Yep.
If you don't know Ben, you can come to me or Joe, and me or Joe will go to Ben.
Yeah,
if it's something questionable.
or even if you just go straight to Ben, just go, or even go into, I think they have the basic chat room or whatever on their website, or you can ask them a question. Hey, is this you? They get back to you really quick. They're back to you with probably, I think within a day, Ben gets back to people.
Bobby's asking how we can put 3 guys in the podcast if we can't one or other. I'm not sure what he's asking, but we actually have access to there's another chair and another mic in here. We would just have to move the camera around if the person wanted to be seen.
Yeah.
Or 2, we have access to a bigger room.
Yeah.
As well. The bigger room's not as soundproof though. That's a television studio, not not a radio studio, which is what this is. This is a radio studio.
But there's not a lot of noise happening in this building. It's not like we're doing it on the train track, so it would work. And that's the question I asked. Like, Bob, you're asking if we can bring in 3 people in here. We can probably bring in 4 or 5 people in here. And then on top of that, JP and I, and have like a little bit of a round table, which is something that, hey, we might do someday. Get a few other wrestlers and fans in here, have a little wrestling round table. We'll get like, was it the
Mad Dog, I see you out there, buddy. Mad Dog shared our video, so
nice.
He's listening in.
We'll get the pro wrestling conglomerate together and put us all in one room, and we'll just talk crap to each other, and we won't talk about wrestling.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, we don't talk about wrestling anyway.
Yeah, we talk a little bit. We get a little bit out of the way.
I'm just going through some stuff here. And,
it's one of those things, like, I can't wait to actually have a wrestler in here.
Right.
And what it does for us, it bumps us up a notch.
Yeah, and like, there's guys that are in this area that I know of that may be willing to come in on a Tuesday.
Or even with doing something remote, having a wrestler come in remote, calling in or videoing in.
But there's guys in this area that would probably be down with coming in the studio. And
there's a guy that lives pretty close to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the top guys too. But what this does is, say we reach out to Wrestler X, not Wrestler X, but you know what I'm saying, the unidentified wrestler, and say, hey, we're the Irish Whip, come on the show. Without the studio, they'd be like, yeah, live from the studio, they're going to probably jump at the chance because we're bigger than that now.
I don't do New Year's resolutions. I never have. And this isn't a New Year's resolution.
I always do the ones that I know I can win, like eat more chocolate.
But I want to like just continue to evolve this year. Like I look at every year like a business, and what I want to do is, all right, we had a great year last year. How are we going to comp to that? How are we going to grow from that?
We can't stay the same.
Right. And this was the answer.
Yeah.
This is absolutely, I mean, if we can't grow with this.
Yeah, no, I think there's going to be a lot of growth. A lot of growth, especially with doing the live events coming up, doing a lot of that, getting back to doing some of the Beyond shows, going there.
I was talking to UFO Wrestling the other day, and I know they're going to have a show coming up, I think in Malden, February vacation week, which will probably be a weekday. He usually does the weekdays during vacation week because no one else is, and what else are you doing vacation week?
Yep. Especially during the pandemic going on,
the wrestlers aren't doing anything, so that's easier for them. They can, he does some good stuff during the week. Maybe it'll be the weekend. I don't know. I haven't really got into it with them. I think he has the date out there, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure of it.
It's gonna work.
And, I mean, it's gonna be fun. This is amazing.
I'm just like when people go out at night and look up and see the stars. You're not going to see us, but we'll probably be hovering right above the sewer.
We are not the stars.
Yes.
We want to make the stars better, though.
Well, we're probably the stars if you're talking a box of Lucky Charms.
That's
Because they're both a little soft,
yes.
you know.
That is for sure.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
I'm messing with.
I don't know. I can't hear nothing.
Let's see.
Put the headphones on. Guys, like I said, we're playing right now. You're listening to us play. We're just doing different things, trying to make it so that we can get this thing going.
Say something.
Laurie said something in the chat room, but I can't see because it's blocked. Google's putting us live now. I was trying to say, she asked a question, I believe. Would you say stop busting?
Yeah, stop busting their A double crooked letter.
Yep. I mean, that's only a donkey, though. We could probably say that, but I won't. I've been known to get thrown out of places on the first day. So
Yeah, I mean we've been
best
told
of my
so.
behavior.
We don't have to be completely clear. We don't have to be completely clean. We got to try to be.
Yeah.
Basically, if we swear, we got to tell them about it, and they're gonna put us on in like the 2 a.m. time slot on QATV.
Yeah, well,
Which I don't think is a huge deal, but I mean, I think it's better for us to, again, to grow a little.
yeah. And like we have a guy. His name slips my mind right now. You know him better. He listens with his children.
Oh yeah, the Haddocks boys.
The Haddocks, yes.
Yeah, Nick. He messaged me this morning.
I
What's going on, Nick?
I want them to be able to listen without Nick saying, "All right, guys, I'll tell you about that later."
Right.
You know, or don't worry about that.
I'm shipping them a box of. They collect the micro brawlers,
Okay,
so I'm gonna ship them a box of. I don't know if it's.
I'll find some I have and I'll throw them in there with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just. I mean,
Even if they're doubles, whatever, the kids won't mind.
right. These kids are awesome. Like he posts
Yeah.
pictures all the time, and they're like the brothers from that the hockey movie there.
The Slapshot, the
Yes,
Hanson brothers.
yes.
Yeah, the Hanson brothers of wrestling.
But they're they're such good kids, and they just love pro wrestling.
I can
That's-
see them being like a triple threat tag
Yeah.
team in the future.
Right. Josh used to say they're the next level of they're the next generation of podcasts. Like they're taking over the Irish Whip.
You know what? I'm all for that. I know. I mean,
listen.
I know we don't have a lot of years left.
Yeah, they're young now. We got.
You know, we get a few more years left of this. I mean, and how hard is it? I'm sitting on my butt talking.
You know, I talked to Chris Rucker
Yeah.
of Boot to the Face and 80 Proof Podcast, and he's like, I'm retiring next year from the wrestling podcast. He's giving up because he's turning 40. He doesn't want to be a 40-year-old having a wrestling podcast. I'm like, you bleep. You know how old I am? You know how old Joe is? Joe's older than me.
I'm closer to 50 than I am 40.
Me too.
You know?
But you're closer to 50 than I am.
Yeah. But it's
Glenn's closer to 50 than both of us.
But it just
Am I
you
supposed
don't
say
have
that?
to be. You don't have to have a certain thing to be in a wrestling.
Can I still
podcast.
pick on Gwen even though like she's not in the background anymore?
I think so. But that means you'll have to listen. Because I'm not saying it because she'll take it out on me.
Because she's closer to 50 than both of us, right?
Yeah. Here is where I would normally call JP a giant.
But she
Yeah.
talks about us on TikTok, so that's cool.
That's true.
Thank you, Gwen.
But like, getting back to I don't have to be. You don't have to have an age. Like Ric Flair's in his 70s. He's still in the
Right.
ring. You don't. It's not an age. Now I'll podcast till I'm Ric Flair's age, or until I probably die. In
We're the
10 years.
Ric Flair of podcasting. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, we woke up the dog.
Poor Tin.
Oh yeah.
Tin was sound asleep. But
Yeah.
that was going to happen.
Yeah, he'd be like Andre if there was that dog wrestling.
I've been doing so much adult stuff lately. Signing up for new bank accounts. And
Oh, don't do that. That hurts.
it's so
I
boring.
should talk. I'm catching up on all my bills so I can buy a house eventually.
You going to buy a house?
Yeah, I have to.
Why do you have to?
I have a VA benefit I have to use, so might as well
You
not.
don't
might as well
have to use it.
No, I'm not talking I'm going to buy some giant mansion. I'm talking maybe a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, little something somewhere. That's
Yeah.
all I need. One for me, a room for me, a room for him.
That's,
My
what
son will
about the
probably
room?
move back in.
What about the room for you when you're in trouble with Gwen?
That's the bathroom. I'll sleep in the tub.
That's
I still like that. I can look at all of Black Hat's listeners right here.
yes. Blackheart, is he still here? Let's see. What did Laurie say? What do you think about Brock Lesnar Monday Night Raw? I'll see Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Still protocol, right, guys? Roman's going to be out for probably a week or so. Until he tests negative.
Yeah, you have to test negative.
And I think Brock and Roman's going to be a good run because Brock's already getting over as a babyface. Roman's already over as a heel.
But the thing that scares me about it is this type of powerhouse matchup is stuck at one match. I don't think you're going to have the match after match. Like, you're not going to have another Stone Cold series of matches.
I don't want that.
Headlining pay-per-views.
Do you remember Taz and RVD?
Yeah.
In ECW?
Yeah.
Do you remember the year build-up?
Yeah.
They had a full year build-up where they did not touch each other. Like a full year. And I want to see that again.
Yeah. But it has to be done right. They need to take the gloves off and let it go.
George can do it.
Yeah.
George can do it.
We're counting on you, buddy.
And what they're doing is they're giving a lot of the, like Jeff Hardy before he quit, he was set to have an NXT run, I guess, is what I'm hearing. A lot of the guys, like they sent AJ down for a match or two. Like I think they're gonna start using the WWE guys to because they're gonna have to with this next in line.
They got rid of most of the talent.
With this next in line program, these guys can't wrestle.
Yeah.
So you're going to have guys like AJ to carry the matches.
That next in line program really sickens me.
It doesn't with me, though. I get it. It's to get views.
Yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Robbie, who's watching us right now.
What's up, Robbie? Yeah, like we could have guys we could bring Mike in here.
Yeah.
Bring Mike back on.
Yeah.
He's not too far. He's not far away at all. I don't want to say Mike's a legend.
He's a local. If you're a wrestling fan, he's local.
He's a guy that came up under Kowalski.
Yeah.
With Triple H, with China. Like, he doesn't call them Triple H in China.
Yeah.
With guys like that. And like he did WWF shows.
Yeah.
He did a lot of WWF shows. So.
And with that too, though, like you said, he's not a legend. He's not that, but like what he is to me, like I've known him since we were kids.
Yeah.
He's that like, oh, I wish I could have done that with him. I wish I knew about that, and I'm envious of that.
The stuff, the Mike stuff is hysterical because knowing what we both know.
Yeah.
And like Mike was always a big kid, always. And Mike, I love you, but you know you weren't a tough kid.
Sister was hot though.
I don't remember his sister.
Yeah.
I remember. So Mike was cool with Jason Basnotti, another one of my friends growing up who got well. Jason just got over COVID, and he's going through some other stuff.
I haven't seen him in many years.
I talked to Jason once. Jason's actually my cousin's grandfather.
Nice.
His son had a kid with my cousin.
Oh boy.
That's how small this world is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike used to go and hide behind Jason when he was getting in trouble, and you know the irony of that. Jason's like 3'2".
Oh my God, yeah.
But Jason was always with a group of people. Mike really wasn't. Mike hung around with some bad people.
Yeah. And well, Mike was always that kid that was just a very good kid.
Right. For some reason, a few people just.
I got a text from my buddy Robbie. He's saying he was really hoping to see Brock versus Bobby.
Yeah.
And at WrestleMania and Roman versus Drew. That would be great matches. I agree with you, Robbie.
Drew just got injured too, though. So I don't know how long he's out for. I don't know what the
injury was. Or work injury.
At day one.
Okay.
Legit. Yeah. I don't know what the injury was. I hope he's all right, obviously. And that's so. I don't know how long he's out for. Because he's one of the biggest guys in the company right now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
the last thing I saw.
Somebody was describing Sheamus as it was on Blackheart show. He has one of the new girls on Blackheart show on off the top ropes, over the top ropes. I always screw that up.
What is it? Something bottom rope through the middle?
Yeah, but she
It's-
was saying how
We're in the space where Ray does the 619.
she was saying how Sheamus's gimmick now is just that he's a loud Irish guy. I'm like, oh, so he stole my gimmick after all these
Yeah.
years.
So he's in
Like-
he's in a salty pub.
Yeah, it's. And she's right.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. He's a loud Irish guy.
Well, especially when you look at it too with Drew, it took over that role where Sheamus was
Yeah.
pushing, pulling
He's
the
now
sword
the
out.
he's now the foreigner.
Yeah,
And actually, I think Sheamus actually bought him that sword.
probably.
That's the
Yeah.
irony there.
But and that's the thing. Like you look at it, like when we first started, we were scheduled to have Sheamus on,
Yes.
but then he got the call.
SOS.
With
He was. It was SOS. It was what oh Sheamus, or Sheamus or something. Maybe Sheamus O'Sullivan or something like that. But it was SOS. Was his.
Yep. Because we got Fergal,
Yes.
and we were going to get him, but then I think they both got the
I
call
remember
same
that.
time.
Yeah. Fergal went to Japan right after us.
Yeah, like
Um,
literally like a couple days.
Yeah, he went to the dojo in California and then right over to Japan and did his thing there. You know, started that little group called the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
They might still be a thing.
So could we can probably kind of say we're in the Bullet Club a little bit. No.
That's
Oh no, we're in the Shooting Blanks Club.
yeah. Oh my God, that needs to be a thing.
Let's make a T-shirt.
Oh,
We get
man.
the copyright on it right now. Intellectual property.
Intellectual property. Man,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Well, when I get the new equipment I'm looking at that I won't be able to use, I'll have to wait a couple
Yeah, I
years
was
after
looking
and
at
make a
stuff
T-shirt.
too. I actually have access to some stuff.
I'm looking at that.
Guys. Oh man, there's so much stuff in the build-up right now.
Yeah, the Irish
So
Whip is
much.
about to like.
Like you're gonna see us at shows, and at the shows we might sit at a table.
Yeah,
And you know, if you come by, stop by. We'll have some giveaways.
we'll also
sometimes.
have some merch.
Yeah, but we can't. You know.
No, I'm not saying not
Right.
obvious. I'm just saying that you need one to be able to do the other.
Yeah.
It's I have no
So-
problem giving away everything, but
Right.
that's going to be detrimental to me. You know,
But imagine seeing the Haddocks boys with some temporary Irish Whip tattoos.
that would be sweet.
That might have to happen.
I think so. Yeah.
We've been talking a lot this week.
Oh yeah, I get some dust to settle, and then I'll be able to jump right in there.
I have some. I have a new job where I have access to some stuff that we didn't have access to before. So,
There you go.
and we're gonna use that to our advantage.
And I'm halfway to buying that new equipment.
Yeah, I've almost pulled the trigger. Right, almost. I've been looking and looking and looking, because it's just there's certain things I don't mind paying for. There's certain things I don't want to pay for, and there's certain things we'd rather have control of.
Yeah.
And it's more the control than anything else. Like, if I want to press a shirt out, I want to press it out right then and there.
And I want the capability to press a one of a kind shirt.
Yes.
You know, like I'd like to press a one of a kind shirt. Well, 3 of them actually. We'll put 3 little names on the sleeve for the Haddocks boys.
Yeah.
You know, things like that, little capabilities like that, where no one else will ever have that shirt just that same way.
Right.
You
And
know,
that's,
you can tweak it every so often and do little things like that.
yeah, there'll be event T-shirts and stuff like
Or
that.
get a
that
T-shirt
will
with
be-
JP's mug on it.
No, that'll never happen.
On the back, you'll see the back of his
That'll be
giant
about
head.
that'll be about the closest you get to my mug.
Wait, what if we have a mug?
We could
An
have
actual
mugs.
mug.
We could have mugs.
And that's what I'm looking at. I don't know if I mentioned that to you before.
Yeah.
I don't
no,
want to
that's-
say anything yet because I don't want to jinx it out in the universe.
I mean, I literally have access to print on anything from balloons to like.
at
Yeah,
Did
with
you
my
work?
new job, it's
Good.
so like whatever. Like if you guys have stuff you want to see us put out, let us know and we will do our best.
absolutely.
Some stuff doesn't make sense to do. Like balloons wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense to do.
No, but that depending on how you do it, that could be very rising.
Yeah, helium.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you like it?
bad joke.
I know. Sorry.
Bad joke.
Hey, New studio, same jokes.
Tim's eating all the treats. You should eat a treat.
I can't. They'll break my fake teeth. I don't get a powerful jaw like
Yeah,
this guy.
that's. But guys, check out our Twitter this week. Like probably at some point tomorrow, I'd say I'll put the tweet out about the figure giveaway. Of course, that's at 3 Irish Boys. No purchase necessary, as always. Just a quick retweet.
Just a retweet.
Maybe a comment or something. And once we draw the winner, I'll reach out to the winner. You tell me which figure you want, and we'll get it shipped out to you. Like,
And speaking with the giving them the winner their choice of what this figure the other, I think we could also have the wheel in the future, not too
have
far
a physical
future,
wheel.
but have the physical wheel, and in the future have the winner get their choice of a handful of different things.
Right. And Tommy, Tommy's figure is on the way. I think it said January 10th was the delivery date. Amazon, I ordered it from Amazon the other day. Amazon is pretty backed up right now, but January 10th, I think, is the delivery date, so about a week out. And that's for the Ivar Elite.
And I talked to Brandon. I still haven't sent out that print for him. I just, with him getting sick and everything, I haven't had a chance. But I'll get it out this week, and I guarantee you're going to love it.
Bobby D went to the Pats game and the Bruins game this week, and the Patriots clinched.
Nice.
And I think his son was on the ice at the Bruins game.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Jumping the boards and getting arrested, or
No, and not rage quitting like Antonio Brown. But yeah, so Patriots clinched. So Joe will be growing out his playoff beard.
Yeah.
For the Patriots.
I only grow the beard under the mask. You can't really see much else.
I told them in work because I do have to wear a mask in work. I told them I was going to start drawing a playoff beard on it.
Every day it's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, make it a little longer. So I'm repping the Patriots gear today. I have my Irish Whip shirt on underneath this, but
I'm just throwing to Death Wish.
Yeah,
nothing else going on.
Got to throw some love out to the brothers at Death Wish Coffee.
Oh yeah, we got to get Jeff on again.
Yeah, we got to show him this. We got to get him down here.
What we get, or even what we can do, is go up there.
No, why would we go up there? Look at this.
Yeah, but if we go into where they roast the coffee.
Oh, we might get free coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. He's touching stuff. JP's touching stuff. It's going to break.
It's not. No, I knew there was a computer down here last time I was here.
Yeah,
so I could have connected everything to that. That might be already hooked in here.
Yeah, I bet it is. We'll ask at the end, and hopefully next week we'll go from there.
I bet you that is.
But I like that mic over there too.
The
Rode mic.
I like that. I like the shorts. These are nice shorts. These aren't like.
These aren't rinky dinky.
Yeah, no. These are money.
Mike Starr says, "Look at y'all and hide."
What up, Mike? That's Chaos Theory Podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, Mike. The mic. Just so you know, this live sound is just from my laptop. This is just for this.
Pretty soon we're gonna be hooking it all up into the feed, and it'll all be going through.
I think in the next week or two, this will be hooked up into the feed, so you'll be getting actually the audio from the real microphones here, and then everything will be together. I just wanted to get something quick out for the live so you guys could see it, and get it out like that. And what I put out in post will be from this sound, hopefully, as long as everything recorded right. I've been watching the levels and they've been moving, so it's recording.
And like Mike just puts out there in the chat room that he's digging the studio, that it's dope as truck.
Yeah, Mike does the Chaos Theory Podcast, which is he does like a lot of the independent girls and guys down in Texas. Him and his wife Rainer are down in Texas.
Rainer.
Her name's Raina, but because we're Boston, I pronounce the ER on stuff that ends in A.
That's good. The stuff that doesn't happen, we put it on.
Right.
Yeah.
That's part of the Boston accent. Like people don't realize that.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Eagles clinched too. Yeah, but good luck making it to week 2.
Yeah,
Eagles.
but the Patriot has a rifle; he can shoot the eagle down.
But yeah. So he does. He gets a lot. Like he's had Lady Frost on. He works a lot with Don DeRosa's promotion down there.
We should try to do with him what we did with Blackheart.
Oh yeah, no, Mike's been on here.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. And Mike will be on. Mike's like one of the go-tos.
Yeah. All
Love
right.
Mike's one of those people I try to check in with weekly.
There you go. He said he's down in Texas.
Yes,
We have a lot of friends down in Texas. In
we
the wrestling
do.
business.
He's in a I forget what part they're at. I know he's going to be down. From him and his wife will be at Mania, so hopefully we'll be able to get down there.
Yeah, I get a lot to work
Depending
out.
on how these flights work.
Yeah.
I don't want to book a flight now, and I want to wait till everything gets kind of straightened out with the staffing on there.
You know, worst case scenario.
Oh, he's in San Antonio.
Worst case scenario, you rent a Winnebago.
He said, "Not friends, we're family." That's right, Mike. That
There
is
you go.
very true.
But you even renting a Winnebago and recording all the way down.
Oh, that's that was something years ago.
That might come back.
Yeah, that's money though.
Yeah, but to see how it,
He said he can't make it to. Yeah, he's got some stuff going on, and he can't make it to.
Yeah.
He won't be making it to Mania. Same as my mother.
Okay.
So, yeah, he won't make it to Mania, but that's. You know what, Mike? If I go down there, I might try to make a trip to San Antonio then. Like, if I can get a couple extra days off of
Quick
work.
day trip or whatever.
Yeah, because like I can't go to Texas, and it'll be like going to Texas and not seeing Robbie,
Yeah.
which I think he'll be down for Mania because him and his family usually go.
Yeah. They went last time when we stayed at them. Was that?
Yeah,
10
but
years ago?
they've him and his dad since then have like traveled to a
Oh,
bunch
really?
of them. Yeah. Yeah, they make like a big weekend out of it, and
I haven't talked to him in so long.
I stay in touch. Let's
get his ass
They
on.
got a big show coming up.
Booker.
Yeah, so Booker lives in Canada, California. That's the one. Now, so Kevin Bernhardt
Yeah.
runs the promotion basically and does all the production stuff. But they got a show coming up, and Booker is wrestling.
He's coming out of retirement.
Booker is getting back in the ring.
That's going to be cool.
So
And
I don't know the date on that one again. I just saw that get published.
But you can watch them on the web.
Yeah, you can. I mean, they got like if you look up Reality of Wrestling ROW, they got like almost a national TV deal. So
Yeah. They're pretty big out there.
can you guys put up? Yes. We will have like the banner can go up on the wall and stuff like that, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the banner can go up. I just didn't bring it. I came right from work today.
Yeah, like we said, Bobby, this is day one. We're gonna keep pushing it until they tell us not to push anymore.
This is an evolution.
Oh yeah.
And the evolution will be televised.
Yes.
It's
Well, I'm gonna reach out to
Mike
Kev.
raps too. Chaos Theory.
Really?
He raps. He's really good. Like he's
So he's better than the rappers that grew up in the neighborhood we did.
yeah. So I called him out at one point. He did a song, and I was like, there's no bars in that. There's no like a bar is like when the rap like
Yeah.
has a line that means something or means more than one thing. And then he came out with another song, and it was crazy. So I give Mike props, but I challenged him.
Please don't tell me you rapped.
I haven't yet. But I challenged Mike, and I actually got called out for this recently because it hasn't happened yet. But I did challenge Mike to a rap battle.
Like an old school rap battle where
Old
you're coming out dissing each other?
Yeah.
Ooh. We gotta do that live somewhere.
Oh, okay. He said his friend Brittany Houghton just got added as part of the Reality of Wrestling commentary.
Nice.
She's dope as heck.
We gotta get Kevin on. Try to get him on.
Kevin will come on.
Yeah.
Robbie will come on. Robbie's out of the business completely.
But
And
are you ever out of the business?
he keeps trying to. He keeps saying he's going to come back, and then it doesn't happen. So I think he is. I think he's done.
Yeah.
But we could get guys like Matt and Kyle in here.
Yeah.
There's so many. There's Ring of Honor guys that live like literally in this neighborhood.
Yep.
That I don't say we have access to because we don't. I know them, but I don't know them.
Yeah.
But it's always a reach out, like, hey, you want to sit in our studio and come in and do an interview with us? Like, it's not, like you said, it's not coming, give me a call. Give me,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's a little less snaggy. come in the studio. We'll buy you a burger after or something.
Yeah, we'll get some lunch before or after. Some dinner.
The only one who won't do it is Anthony.
But, give him time.
And I get it. No. So here's the thing with Anthony Green. Anthony is a great friend. I talk to Anthony all the time. He's got action figures coming out.
Yes. I think I got into it later. I don't think I got one.
One of them's going to get given away.
Yeah.
We're giving one away.
I'm spinning the wheel that night.
That's you're going to put your name on it.
If I win it, I'm keeping it. Not like last time when I said spin again.
Yeah. So we're going to give one away. And I got one for my collection coming. But he won't, because he wants to work for the WWE again. He doesn't, and he wants, or AEW, but he wants to get there again. And doing these interviews, you take a chance.
Yeah.
He knows he knows we're safe, but he also knows if he does us, then he's going to get a bunch of other questions.
Yeah.
The only podcast he's done, and he hit me up and he was like, JP, I got to be honest with you, I did. And he did Antonio Thomas's.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I get
that. That's
Antonio doesn't talk wrestling.
Yeah.
So he talks baseball.
Yeah.
So they talked action figures and stuff. You know what I mean? And that's...
Well, even so, if he says, I'm not doing podcast, but next thing you know, he's on the Broken Skull.
That being said, there'll be a day where you may not see him, but he's going to sit in.
Yeah.
I told him, I can't do this and not have you be a part of it. You can sit in the corner, be quiet. I won't turn a mic on near you.
We'll talk about his career and how long.
We won't even say he's here though. That's
we'll
the thing.
Talk about when you saw him in the mall.
No, when he saw me.
He saw you in the mall.
Let's see. I think we got a spammer.
Who?
Okay, guys, I'm out. Gonna go eat dinner, Mike. Have a good night, man.
Take it easy, Mike.
And go to the moon, I guess we'll say.
What's bum to go?
That's what I think. It's a spammer.
Hey, it's all right. Still boosts our numbers up.
Mike's actually trying to get into the business. He's trying to break in as like a commentator and that type of thing.
All right.
Bobby D. I wish fans on here can send you guys figures so you guys don't break the bank. I don't mind doing that. You know what, Bob? Like, we make out on it, in all honesty. Like, the reason we do it is to promote our Twitter. So, like, that, don't worry about it.
I'm just slacking on that.
We've had several people offer, and that means the world to us, but, it's a way of saying thank you for basically promoting our Twitter. So
and what I'd say, if somebody wants to do that, give us, if say Bobby, for instance, he wants to buy us a figure so we can give it away so it's not coming up. Take that figure, donate it to like a children's hospital or the Home for Wayward Kids or something like that.
Bobby at Christmas time works with Santa Claus a lot.
He looks like him.
He does, sort of. And he works with Santa Claus a lot. And so give it to, you make sure Santa Claus gets that for one of the kids.
Yep.
Stuff like that, Bobby. And I think next year, we have to do a big Toys for Tots drive.
I think so, yeah.
Maybe that's where
Toys for Tots, or we'll find somewhere charity closer to us, like that's personally, that we can get together and throw it out there.
Well, I think after talking to our good friends, Cyber Yeti and Blackheart, I think there's a good chance that Wrestling Autism comes back.
That would be amazing.
And
Wrestling Autism would be outstanding.
I think there's a good chance of that. And we'll do some T-shirts and stuff like that, and it'll all go to the charity. No money will be made from that. Straight up.
100% of anything made goes to the charity.
Just like before, when we got the cease and desist from the WWE.
Yeah.
But, Joe, we're at about an hour, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it.
We're pretty close. So, guys, Three Irish Boys on Twitter, The Irish Whip on Facebook, JP Griffin on Facebook. You want to follow me, whatever, if you don't already.
Yeah.
As far as the show, guys, if you could do us all a favor, and wherever you listen, whether it's Spreaker, iTunes, YouTube, wherever it is, please like, comment, subscribe.
Share.
Those three things, share it. But those three things help us out so much.
Even if you don't like us, share it.
Right. So if you don't like us,
just share it.
Hit don't like. Yeah. Even that helps us.
Send us a message of what we can do to change and make it so we'll put out a show that you will like. And I know maybe
That's-
eventually taking off this mask so my beautiful face can be seen, but you know,
Joe.
that's why I grew the beard so I can hide my ugly.
You had to do what you had to do what you're told. Can you? I saw someone on TikTok do this. They took their beard. They were walking in somewhere, and they had glasses on. And someone was like, "Oh, sir, you got to put your mask on." And he brought his beard up and tucked it under his glasses.
No, I don't get the length for that yet. I can
You used to.
I can tie my beard to my mustache.
Jesus. French braids.
Yeah, I can do that. For cornrows in it, cornrow mustache. Yeah, so we're about an hour.
Yeah.
And you can find me on Twitter, Big Joe TIW. I'm not everywhere. Just look. You find him, you'll find me. All right, so we're done. See you next Tuesday.